So it's Tag Team Championship time here on NGW British Wrestling Weekly. Dave Bradshaw here alongside former British Heavyweight Champion Alex Shane. And Alex, why on earth do Insane Fight Club think they have the right to choose their own opponent?
Well, it goes back to that contract, Dave, that essentially they managed to hold NGW management hostage for. They said, we will not bring back your belt unless you agree to our terms and conditions, that all three men can defend those belts and that they could pick their opponents and that they get a percentage of the NGW ticket money when they appear. The question is, Dave, what will the new executive producer of NGW, Mark the Beast Lebet, have to say about it?
Yeah, Insane Fight Club essentially holding NGW management over a barrel when it came to those negotiations, and I have sincere doubts that Mark Lebet is going to be very impressed by these prima donnas thinking they can disrespect our title belts by making those kinds of demands.
And last time we saw Team Insane Fight Club, there was 3 of them, and now, thanks to Styx, the Heavyweight House of Pain and Colossus Kennedy, there is just 2, because Lionheart has not been seen in NGW since he essentially got squashed by the Man Mountain from East Yorkshire.
Something that just makes me feel a little bit nauseous seeing Kid Fight and Joe Hendry raise those title belts above their heads. And this might make me even more nauseous because it looks like Joe Hendry wants to say something.
This man has a razor-sharp tongue and the wit to go with it.
You know, that reaction is the reason why I can't stand coming to this place. That reaction is the reason that Joe Hendry and Kid Fight are too good to compete here in this building tonight. But because we're professionals and we're men of integrity, you should know this by now. We care about one thing, and that is, excuse me, shut your mouth when I'm talking. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. Shut your mouth. You can shut up as well. Hey, some respect, right?
You don't want to cross Team Insane Fight Club, particularly with Kid Fight in there.
You know what? You can boo all you want, but you know how much money NGW had to spend to get us here. Every penny you pay comes to us. So shut up when I'm trying to talk.
Sadly, that's not far off being true.
As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, we care about fairness. That's all we want. And we pick our own opponents. And because this person is so huge, this person is mammoth-like, this person is a monster, it's only fair. There's a 2-on-1 match, us 2 versus them, because this person is a behemoth of an individual. So, without further ado, this person needs no introduction. Let's meet the one person who's going to challenge us both for these tag team championships.
Well, something doesn't feel right about this, Dave.
Why would they choose their own opponent and choose someone who's able to... What is this
Oh,
now?
hold on. You know who that is? Well, this is the music for NGW Academy graduate JD Boom, who, in many ways, he's a fun-loving guy, but
You are joking. This is
I mean, it is his music. Well, this is a setup.
what on earth? The bare-faced cheek, the audacity of our tag team champions.
Well, Dave, he's been desperate to get a match here on NGW television, and that's probably how Team Insane Fight Club have... Oh, hold on.
That's our executive producer's music. Mark the Beast Lebet. I told you he wouldn't stand
Oh
for
my
this.
gosh! Oh, what a way to kick off British Wrestling Weekly! The Beast is in the house! Oh, he's here!
There he is. Mark the Beast Lebet. And what's he going to have to say? We're going to have to take a break. We'll hear from Mark Lebet when we come back. Back here on British Wrestling Weekly, we are about to hear from Mark the Beast Lebet.
Insane Fight. What are you trying now? A handicap match. You're the champions, the tag team champions. That makes you the best tag team in the company.
A fair compliment from NGW's new executive producer.
Yeah, but why is he out here, Dave? This is interesting. This crowd well on the side of JD Boom.
With all due respect to JD Boom, he's no number one contender.
JD, you're a tremendous talent, and the powers that be at NGW have big plans for you. But that means your first match will not be a handicap match. It will be a proper match against worthy opponents. I promise you, I will find you the right opponents you can show just how good you are, but it won't be tonight. I'm sorry, JD.
He looks like a small child next to Mark Lebec. The beast's massive. What's going to happen now, Dave? That's the end of that handicap match.
But we still need opponents for our tag champions.
You want me to give them what they want, Joe? Okay, Insane Fight Club. I've given you your proper respect. You are indeed the tag team champions. I respect you. I respect you so much that I'm going to put you up against the biggest tag team we've got.
Oh my God!
Oh,
But that's...
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you their opponents tonight. Two small chaps. Sticks and Colossus!
Sticks and Colossus! Sticks and Colossus! The former tag team champions are going to look to get their revenge against Insane Fight Club!
wow, that's the first time the Team Insane Fight Club have come head to head with our new executive producer, Mark Lebec. Said that he was going to shake things up at NGW, and what a way to kick off this episode of British Wrestling Weekly.
Well, Britain's biggest tag team have already taken out Lionheart. Will they pick off one or both of the remaining members of the tag team champions?
And
Goodness me!
The heavyweight house of pain Sticks has got a serious axe to grind with all of Team Insane Fight Club, but particularly Joe Hendry. Remember, it was Hendry that scored that winning pinfall over the heavyweight house of pain Sticks after hitting Sticks in the face with one of the tag team titles. Sticks is not forgotten, he is not forgiven, and we may just see the consequence of that in this contest.
Well, this obviously has taken Insane Fight Club completely by surprise, and it's a very unwelcome surprise from their perspective. Sticks and Colossus were not the opponents they had prepared for.
And Dave, we're just being told that Mark Lebec has officially made this for the NGW Tag Team titles. It's official, a title match showdown on this episode.
Well, that's huge. We were expecting a tag title match, but of course we were expecting Insane Fight Club were going to pick their own opponents, or if they had it their way, opponent, singular.
I mean, the big story though is what is Team Insane Fight Club going to do about that? They do have a contract. This is a crazy situation. Talking of title showdowns, don't forget in 7 days' time, Doug Williams gets his long overdue and highly anticipated title match against the show stealer Nathan Cruz, and in preparation for that we're going to go back in time to watch Doug Williams take on a man who is setting the wrestling world alight, Jack Gallagher. That's coming up before the end of this show, and Davis in a World of Sports Style Rules match.
Goodness me, what a match to see between Williams and Gallagher, and of course how could we forget the NGW Championship on the line just 7 days from now, but right now the tag team titles on the line, and it won't be a handicap situation. Lionheart is nowhere to be seen. Sticks and Colossus are going to get a fair 2-on-2 shot against Joe Hendry and Kid Fightt. They might not like it, but they're going to have to live with it.
And listen to the whole City Hall. These fans have followed this story between these four men, and we may just see it conclude right here in our opening contest, because Mark the Beast Lebec promised a shake-up. He promised to crack down on the rules and make NGW a wrestling company that stuck true to the heritage of British wrestling. And when you've got tag team champions that hold the company hostage, Dave, it's very hard to say you can be proud of your company. And Mark Lebec has done something about it.
Yeah, it's not that often that we say we'd like one team or other to lose in a championship match so that we can get them out of the company, but I'm sure there's a lot of NGW fans who want exactly that when it comes to Insane Fight Club. who frankly have been taking the mickey in terms of the demands they've been making of NGW.
Well, two of the big problems that fans complained about last season was the over-involvement and manipulation of Richie West and the control that Team Insane Fight Club had over NGW management. And in just 3 weeks, Mark Lebet has, I don't know, he's cleaned the decks.
As you say though, will there be consequences after this? If the tag team champions retain, what will they have to say about the provisions that they thought they had in their contract? Anyway, that's something for them to worry about a little bit down the road, because right now they have a very big bump in that road in the form of Colossus Kennedy.
And look at Styx. Styx is on the apron, calling. He's calling for Colossus Kennedy to make that tag. Yeah, look, he's heard him now. Styx wants Hendry in the worst way, Dave.
Well, Colossus, I think, is going to oblige. Yes, he is. In comes Styx, and this is the showdown we've been wanting to see. Styx and Hendry's not going to let us have it, because like a coward, Hendry tags in Kid Fight.
Yeah, but is it being a coward or is it smart strategy? Because the grin on Kid Fight's face says it all, Dave. I think it's a strategy.
Yeah, well, Kid Fight may be smirking at Styx, but look, Styx has barely taken his eyes off of Joe Hendry. And I think he's trying to send a message to the local hero that at one time or another in this match, he is going to get his hands on him.
Well, he's going to need to concentrate, yeah, because Kid Fight is a wily, rugged veteran in that ring. You take your eye off him and you're going to lose out. And look, whoa!
Big shoulder block from the heavyweight House of Pain, and just like that, you see how eager Styx is to get Hendry in there. Hendry, though, rolls out just as quickly as he was thrown in.
And sometimes if you can't control and channel your anger, it can work against you. But the heavyweight House of Pain with a huge boot. God, he's on fire.
Obviously, Insane Fight Club giving up quite a lot of weight to the challengers. So Styx and Colossus with that much going for them, but the champions known to use every trick in the book. I'm sure they'll try and employ some of them here, and you're seeing it right there from Hendry. Grabbing the leg of Styx. And Kid Fight sends Styx to the outside, where Hendry is putting the boot in.
Oh, and here comes Colossus Kennedy. And if there's one weakness that Styx and Colossus Kennedy have, Dave, I'm going to say it now, they are too nice. I'm telling you, look at Colossus Kennedy. He is listening to that referee, and he's got to realise, look, he's trying to play within the rules. They come out here, they shake hands with all the fans, whereas Kid Fight and like Joe Hendry just do not care. They want to leave this building with those belts, and Styx and Colossus Kennedy are going to have to get a lot meaner, a lot quicker if they want their titles back.
I don't think Styx and Kennedy are going to be nice to Insane Fight Club as they continue to antagonise the challengers. Hendry is pounding on the upper back of Styx, and you see Hendry is prepared to get in there with Styx, but only on his own terms. And when he walks in with a distinct advantage, he'll go for the cover to retain the tag titles, and he only gets two.
They say the bigger they are, the harder they fall, and Styx's face was the crystal clear depiction of that.
Quick tags now from the champions. Kid Fight is back in there with a snapmare takedown on Styx. Fight will go to the ropes and a quick running leg drop across the neck. And Fight once again trying to get under the skin of Kennedy, and it's working.
And referee Adam J has been instructed by Mark Lebet, as has all the referees in NGW, to really, really stick to the rules. And Team Insane Fight Club know that, and they are using every, and I do mean every, dirty trick in the book.
Well, given that directive from NGW management, you think Colossus Kennedy needs to be a little bit careful about inadvertently distracting the referee and allowing those double teams to happen.
Well, Hendry to the outside now. And is this the opportunity Styx needs to make that tag? Huge power slam by the heavyweight House of Pain.
It could be. Yeah, he's not going to go for the pin. He knows the tag is more important at this point, because if he can get the tag and bring in Colossus Kennedy, the fresh man, then... Oh my, Hendry knew it too, and he stopped it from happening.
Oh, Colossus Kennedy landed on his nose on the ring apron, and Styx couldn't get that tag. And keep your eye on Kid Fight. Oh, big drop kick in the sternum.
And right down low in the corner, Styx is reeling. Fight will take it back into the middle. He'll try and get the pin right there, and Well, Styx gets out again. We've got to go to a commercial break. This Tag Team Championship match continues when we return. Tag Team Championships on the line here in Hull City Hall, and Insane Fight Club are not facing the opponents they were expecting to face.
Yeah, they are taking on the biggest tag team in British wrestling today, but unfortunately for Styx and Colossus, one half of that tag team has taken a beating all through the commercial break and is still been unable to make a tag.
Hendry and Kid Fight have been cutting off that ring with veteran style. Whatever else we might think of their attitude towards NGW, they certainly have the in-ring ability to be the tag team champions.
And it's 2 huge weeks of title matches here on British Wrestling Weekly, because not only do we have the tag team titles on the line, but in just 7 days, Dave, Doug Williams takes on Nathan Cruz for the undisputed title.
Yeah, Williams has been owed that title shot since he won the Destiny Rumble during our last season, and Williams gonna cash in that title shot. I don't know if Nathan Cruz can survive one of the greatest veterans still active in British wrestling.
And we're going to go back in time after this match to see Jack Gallagher against Doug Williams in preparation. But in the meantime, it looks like we may still see Team Insane Fight Club leave this building with those belts, Dave, because Styx is in a world of trouble.
Styx needs a tag very, very much, and this could be his opportunity. Sends Hendry into the corner, he's there, and Styx makes the tag! Styx makes the tag to Colossus Kennedy! An unstoppable steam train is the man from East Yorkshire!
And look at the big man move, Kid Fight up on the second, crossbody and just bounces off the East Yorkshire Man Mountain.
Yeah, back to the drawing board for Kid Fight. Meanwhile, there might be a trip to the hospital for Joe Hendry, who gets slammed hard onto the canvas.
And where is Kid Fight going again? He's up on the second. Charges, full force. Oh, look at that. Just scooped him out of the sky like he was a paperweight. Oh,
what impact Colossus has made since that tag from Styx.
Oh, Dave, look at the big man. He's going to fly.
Colossus went for the big splash, and both of the tag team champions rolled out of the way.
And the 30 stone of pressure that was going to be used as a weapon against Hendry and Fight actually ended up being a weapon against the kneecaps of Colossus Kennedy when they moved.
Look at Hendry and Fight both trying to take down Colossus, but they cannot stop him from getting to his feet.
Trying to manhandle him, but what a weight to move. Look, just charges through, comes back. Huge double clothesline there. Hendry moves out of the way in a drop kick. Oh, and Styx makes the tag.
Was that too quick though? Had Styx had enough time to recover? I don't know. Styx is in there, and finally, Styx will get his hands on Joe Hendry.
He's running on adrenaline and rage, and for Hendry, it's a deadly cocktail.
Big spine buster from the heavyweight House of Pain, who can feel that the tag team championships may be headed back his way. Styx is going to pick up Hendry. What does he have in mind for the local hero? I don't know, but Hendry didn't like it and he got out of there. And Hendry with a rake to the eyes.
Yeah, thumb straight in the eyes on the heavyweight House of Pain. Oh, he's going for his freak of nature finishing move. Oh, but Colossus is right behind him.
Hendry has not seen Colossus. Well, now he knows. Now he knows. Colossus. Oh my. He's not going to. Colossus has Hendry by the throat.
He was going for that choke slam, Dave, but he wasn't the legal man. Oh, Kid Fight has the belt and referee Adam J hasn't seen it. Oh.
Kid Fight went with the shot with the belt, but Styx ducked it. Now Styx has the belt. And Styx, what is Styx going to do with that title belt? Oh, no, hang on. No.
Well, if the champions get disqualified, they retain the title. But if Styx and Colossus get disqualified, Dave, how long will it take before they get another shot? I mean, it looks like we're still going on. Oh.
Well, Kid Fight was going for a DDT. Styx pushes away. Hang on a second, though. Look at Hendry. Hendry's got a title belt. Hendry's got a belt, and Styx blocks it.
Oh, that's how they won the belts in the first place, and Styx was ready for it. Styx has the belt. Oh,
no, Styx hit Kid Fight. Styx hit Kid Fight, and the referee saw it.
Oh, no. No shot. Oh, not like this.
You're not telling me. You are not telling me.
Here are your winners as a result of a disqualification.
Oh.
The NGW Tag Team Champions.
No way.
Well, that is a crying shame. A crying shame. It wasn't Styx and Colossus who brought those championship belts into the ring, but somehow they paid the price, and again, Insane Fight Club are going to leave with the championship.
Insane Fight Club used Styx's anger as a weapon against him from the very opening of this contest, and the heavyweight House of Pain and Colossus Kennedy will pay dearly for it. Oh, look at... Well, Colossus Kennedy. Oh, he's got one of the tag team titles, Dave.
Yeah, Kennedy has taken one of those championship belts. I don't know what's going on here. Hang on. Kid Fightt has been laid out across the ring by Styx. But we've already seen Lionheart taken out by Styx and Colossus. And now, oh my, a big splash right into the ribs of Kid Fightt.
And Joe Hendry's leaving without one of the tag belts. Look, Styx and Colossus have got that, Dave.
Yeah, Britain's biggest tag team in possession of one of those championship belts. Well, what's our executive producer, Mark the Beast LeBeck, going to do about this?
Well, it's a good question, Dave, but not one we can answer this week.